Hello there and welcome back. Well, what a dramatic start to a video. I was taking a little trip to do a bit more searching for the Mandrake root. I have not found it yet. I do have a map that I could use. And I will do that in another video eventually, or I will be the player who will finish the game without finding Nightshade or Mandrake root. It is really a little bit difficult to find that. I mean, I have coordinates, I've got some hints. Thing is, since they don't show up graphically, you actually have to be in the exact right position at the right amount of time and then hit the search button. And since the area where the Mandrake root is supposed to be is a swamp, you are poisoned. There's no protection against that. And every turn you take damage. So if you search a lot, you will keep taking damage. And so that's really kind of annoying, a little difficult. And so hopefully with that map I have, I'd be able to find it eventually. And if not, well, guess I'll have to keep resurrecting at a healer and have to keep relying on save games. Okay, so I was just coming back to Castle Britannia and there were these dragons here and one of them actually shot at me and hit the other boat that I have, which was parked in front of Castle Britannia, destroying it. So my fleet has been reduced. I mean, I've got another one on the east coast of the continent, which I parked there in the last video, the most recent one. And that's a pretty mean move by that thing, because he is out of range for me. Can't hit him right now. But with his diagonal attacks, he keeps hitting me. Oh, he flat, okay. Says a lot as well about the town guards in Britannia. That, you know, there's like dragons and skeletons and mages roaming around right in front of the city, and the only one who's doing something about it is me. But then again, I mean, they're safe in their castle, I guess. So why should they go out and risk anything? So, once this combat is over, I can tell you what I'm trying to do today. So let's kill these two skellies. Maybe pick up a hill at the castle. And then we'll head out again. It was a bit frustrating with the Mandrake root, and I'm really glad that in the later games they were a bit easier to get. I mean, it is kind of adding a little bit to the atmosphere where you have regions which are really hard to get, and I guess, like, you know, it's like a little trope almost where it's like, well, you know, you want to use these spells, some of those regions are not that easy to get. But I was really glad that, for example, in Ultima Online, when I played a mage, I needed regions for every spell that I cast, unless I had, which was added later, armor that had the lower region cost stat on it. And if I had enough of that stat, I could actually cast without using any regions, which was nice. But even if before that was added to the game, I could just go to any like store, player run store, pick up regions, or I could collect them. They'd be laying around in the open. Okay, so we're healed, which means we are ready for yet another adventure. I think someone stole money from me. One for justice probably. And now let's head back out. Let us save the game. And get back on my boat. And here's the map. And the shrine is northeast of the Bay of Britannia. It's really hard to see because whoever made this map chose to use light green on a slightly darker green map, which is kind of confusing. But I just have to sail along the coast a little bit in order to hopefully find that shrine. So let's do that. I think it could be somewhere around here. Let me exit the boat and walk around. Let's take a look at the map again. Yeah, it should be somewhere around here. Let me board the ship, search a bit more. So I think it is somewhere in these mountains here. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and get in there. Because it looks to me as if it's like in a passageway. So let me get off the boat again. And I think I have to use... God, that sound is so annoying. I actually need to make some more cure spells, so... Okay... Okay, so my characters are healed again. I'm gonna sail around a bit more. Maybe I'll have to take that little river. There's a bridge there, meaning I can't go through there. And I could, of course, run around on foot, but I don't really want to do that in the area up there. You know what? I'm going to leave the boat here. I will take a trip by foot. Get that chest. Big attack. Gazers and Headless. could use an awaken spell. I still have some. But that always costs a move. And there's still that risk that the next gazer will just put another one of my characters to sleep. They're being a bit silly because they keep casting sleep on a character that's already sleeping. But that's actually an advantage for me. Always wonder what these headless guys are doing. Looks like some really weird 80s aerobics. Lightly wounded. And he can't get the prey to fall asleep. Nice. Then again, Duprey might actually fall asleep because I keep missing the gazer with my arrows, and so this fight might take about 3 months. It's fleeing. Okay. So here we are, across the bridge. I don't think that's it. I think I have to go over there. And I have to find a way to get there actually. According to the map. So I cannot get past those bridges, I think. And of course I've got the wind against me. Not anymore now. So maybe I can get there from the other side. This is where I was before. Let's see. If I go around here. And go up north. Yeah, I can't get to land there. So yeah, I think I will actually do need to mix a bunch of cure spells and muscle through it. All right. Almost made it. Almost killed them with the boat. Of course, even though I hit them with like 2 cannonballs, they're not damaged yet. But at least that one is fleeing and now it's dead. Two more. And again, we have that situation, which is really kind of like annoying, where that demon can actually hit me, because they can hit diagonally. I can't. So hopefully he'll move a little bit. Guess it would have been weird with the controls to make diagonal attacks happen. So let's move to this side of the ship. Because I can't attack him. Yes. Alright, now I can move all the way back. Alright, so I am sorry, but we'll have to endure this together now. I'm gonna go in there. I can't. Okay, let me cure those characters. Two. 3. 5. And Geoffrey. Okay. And that's another unfortunate map. Because it has these stone obstacles. And so it's a bit tricky to get to fight these orcs. So I'm just gonna wait for them to come to me, which they hopefully will. Nope. Apparently they got lost or something. Okay. These should be orcs 4,377 and 4,378 that I'm killing. Feels like that at least. Alright. Now, I'm gonna go over here. And try to pick up that little orc who's trying to get to me, but can't find me. So I'll come for him. And another one on the way. 2 more on the way. This is kind of disappointing because I thought it would be a little easier to find that shrine. But apparently it isn't. I wonder whether I'll need the blink spell. Because I don't believe that I can actually get by those bridges with a boat. Which means I have to find another way there. Can't get across the water without the blink spell. Can't get to that place, at least I haven't found a waterway to get there with my ship. And Blink is a spell that requires one of the rare regions. First one flat already. Nice. Okay, so let's see whether anything is here, but I don't think so. Nothing but some liches. Of course, they can move unrestricted while I'm making slow progress. I thought that counted for them as well, because sometimes on the combat maps when they're trying to flee, seems like they make slow progress on the on some of those tiles as well. But this now looked as if I was making slow progress and the lich was moving completely unhindered. Not fair. Then again, the way they look, it looks like they're floating. So I guess that helps. So let me send 2 guys here to take care of that troll. And here is exactly what I'm talking about. Making slow progress because of that tile there. And it's fleeing. No, it's not. It's being cowardly, standing there, acting as if it's fleeing. Okay, now it did. And we've got a ton of liches here. Looks as if they're using magic wands as well. Spell effect is the same. Five attacks, 1 hit. All right. So 2 more. Let's try to get lined up here. Maybe I can actually get the one that's fleeing. Yes, I did. Okay. So I know where I am right now. But that won't help much. Here's that swampy area again. Here's that bridge. Okay. Cast. Rear cure. YOLO. And we're all healed again. There we go, I found it. Wow. Well, since the tile was blacked out, couldn't see it, but I actually made it. So happy. So, that is compassion. And let me also look up the mantra. Moo. All right. Recycled. Wow, I'm so happy that I actually found this, because I thought, oh my god, that was quite an unsuccessful session, but it wasn't. And actually, I also know the location of another dungeon, which isn't too far away, which we could get into soon. But first, let's meditate at the shrine. Someone reminded me of that old band, KLF. Like this dance floor, Euro pop, whatever band in the early 90s with Ancients of Moo Moo. But of course, Moo is, I think, a mantra in the real world anyway. Alright. Oh, vision. Okay, so now I can actually do this. I'm gonna go back. Fight these squids. And then I will head back to Britannia and actually rest at an inn there and then repeat that twice more. It's gonna cost me a ton of... No, I don't think I have to walk through poison, do I? I'll see. That was squid number 1. And squid number 2. So let's board the ship. And let's head back to Britannia. All right. Let's save the game. Let's fight that dragon and the Hydra. And we've got 2 firing lines happening. So I can keep missing 8 times in a row. And actually, Mariah starts to feel like a real mage now because I'm using her spells much more now. Mostly for curing and healing and dispelling. But with the magic wand, she actually starts to feel like an actual mage. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go in here. Haven't been in Britannia town for quite some time now. That's why. Oh, come on, let's give him some coin. Let's rest. And then we can go forth and back real quick between the shrine and the inn. And then I'll have compassion kind of concluded. Of course, apart from the dungeon. But I can do that next. If I chose to do so, or maybe I can also go back once more into Desert. So, let's board the ship as usual. Of course, I'm gonna have east wind for the duration of the trip, right? That was kind of sneaky that you couldn't see the shrine from the water, that you actually had to walk into that tunnel. That skeleton is really annoying. Can I take it out? Oh, I guess I can tell that the cannons are aimed at it. There we go. Alright, so let's get back into that little area here. Exit the boat. There's enemies coming. But nothing is gonna keep me away from my goal now. Becoming a partial avatar in compassion. Wow, Cyclops is already heavily wounded. And the other one is being kind of sneaky. Wonder what the Cyclops is attacking me with. Like, is he like the X-Men Cyclops? Shooting beams at me? And I mean, he's got this huge grey hammer. But apparently it seems to go for mostly ranged attacks. Alright. Okay, so now I actually don't have to step through poison. This is really nice. So let's meditate again on compassion. 2 cycles this time. And as you can see, the ankh is almost complete. That you can see between my food and the gold indicators. But at the same time, I still haven't reached honesty and humility. Those are 2 virtues that I still have to raise. And for humility, said this before, I have to talk to pretty much every person in the game. And I haven't been to a few of the locations. I haven't been to Cov yet, because I think Cov is in this game, right? I haven't been to Serpenthold, and I haven't been to the Empath Abbey. Give of that purse to those who back, and thy deed shall not be forgotten. So again, now that we have reached the highest rank of compassion almost, it tells me how to be compassionate. So once again, I think that's a little lesson for the players. Richard Garriott's idea of being virtuous. And to do like that, because let's not forget, I think it was mostly kids and teenagers playing these games. So it was really interesting to see that he put in these lessons. All right. And so many enemies. But I'm not gonna bother with these right now. So I took them out with the cannons. And we're gonna take another nappy. And I'm gonna take this room. Fully recovered again. So it's time for the final trip for today. And in case you haven't seen the other videos or have skipped a few, the reason I'm going to the in between is because meditation kind of exhausts you. And so you need to have some time pass in between your meditations. And I did that for one shrine, traveling around, and it took a lot of traveling around on the boat and by foot until the exhaustion was gone. But a really quick way of doing that is actually just sleeping at an inn. Also tried holding up where you camp in the open world. Didn't work faster either. So compassion, one cycle. Enter the mantra once more. Kill not the non-evil beasts of the land and do not attack the fair people. So of course, you're not supposed to kill animals that don't attack you. And of course, you're not supposed to be attacking NPCs, which aren't hostile. So that is it. We reached the highest rank in compassion. We are, from here, it's not too far off until another dungeon close to Britannia. Of course, there's also a dungeon below Britannia, which I should be exploring at some point. Found the entrance already. Let's troll a few atoms. I know it's kind of sucky to do that. Not really virtuous. But then again, I mean, I'm ridding the land of evil creatures. And if I do that with my ship cannon at some point, I mean, the result matters, right? Kind of sad that my ship is gone. The other one, killed and destroyed by that dragon. So, we made it. Found the dungeon. Really annoying that I couldn't find the Mandrake route. But I'll try again eventually. I think next there's going to be some more dungeon delving, and it might either be Desert, the dungeon I have been to before already, to go for some strength orbs and some more money, or I might try a new dungeon. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.